This is something that I know the world really doesn't like, is because we do this in-house thing first. The Catholic Church is really big on it. The Protestant, not so much. But the Catholic Church keeps getting dinged on it. But I think it's because they hold to it a little too tightly. I wish the Protestants would hold on to it a little bit more. I mean, they just be giving each other bloody eyes and bloody noses and black eyes. You did this to me. The Catholic Church says, hey, we keep this inside. We keep this to ourselves. We don't tell people. The Protestants should just tell everybody. Anyways. Did I just go off on a diatribe? I think I did. Anyways. Okay, so you get the idea. When leaders fall, how the church should handle controversy. Now, let's bring up our first story. What brings this topic up is because just recently here, there has been something that has come out. Let's just read. Prominent Catholic apologist, voice of reason, accused of grooming teen, sexting multiple women. Now, in today's stream, because of the big news and the horror, I have just decided to focus on today's stream on how the church should handle situations. So I don't want to dive too deep into these topics. I just want to bring them up. So, and this is the reason why, because we have this going on in the church right now. This is the new thing. Alex Jurado here has been around, I want to say, for about 4, maybe 5 years. He started out, kind of got a name when he did a debate with somebody. I can't remember who it was. And the debate blew up. I guess he did really well. So it made him a name for being I know when he grew up, as he was growing up, he was known as like a child prodigy in the Catholic Church, whatever that means. I do know about him, and me and him have also done videos back and forth. If you followed us, we've done a few response videos to each other. I don't remember the exact topic, but we were talking about something that the church fathers have written. He had put out a video saying it says something, and I was just like, oh, well, wait a minute. I'm reading that right now. I happen to have the PDF of it on my phone, and I did a response. I was like, no, Doug, it's right here. I just happen to have it on my phone because I was reading it at the time. And so, anyways, me and him got in. It was like a 3-4 video. Other than that, I haven't really kept up with him. I know he's around. I don't know much about his theology other than he's a Catholic apologist. But we will take a moment and just read a little bit of the story because, like I said, that's not the topic of today's video. I just want to bring it up. Alex Jurado is the founder of Voice of Reason, a popular Roman Catholic apologetic channel with over 500,000 followers across multiple social media platforms. His Catholic speaker's bio speaks greatly of his accomplishments with some of his highlights, including, and then it goes into his list of highlights right there. Let's see here. Less than a year later, where was the part? I've got to figure out how to mark these. See, and apparently they put out some of these posts with some of his text here. I don't want to be one of these guys that put that out, so I'm not going to scroll all the way down just because I feel like these people shared a little too much. This is a Christian organization, news organization. If you guys want to click on the link in the description and go follow them. I look forward to them for some news. They're all right for Christian news. I mean, they're all right. I do think they were a little too sherry with this one, but anyways, that's my 2 cents, and that's the point of the show. But he has given a response to what's going on. I will play a little bit of it. I skipped ahead to right here because I didn't watch the whole thing. Full disclosure, I didn't watch the whole thing. I did do a little bit of skipping, not much. But I did think that this was the important part right here. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Simply because I fell in moments of weakness. I did hurt many people. That is something that I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life in prayer and in penance to make reparation for all of the damage that I've caused, because I've caused a lot of damage. And I want to apologize to all of the women that I think it's fair to say that women that I was being dishonest with, women that I was using for my gratification, for my ego.
You could tell that the guy's very apologetic. He's owning up to it. Something that I will admit, it's not an all the time thing. So don't, if you find one on video, don't be, oh, here's this one. I'm just saying in general, when these things happen, I do find that when it's a Christian, they are more quick to just own up to it, apologize, and accept whatever punishment it is. You do seem to see that reaction from a Christian. Now, anyways, that type of reaction versus when it's someone from the world, they will try to hide it. They will try to run. They will try to disguise. And once again, I am just saying in general, don't go find that one video and come attack me with it. Okay. I'm just saying in general. Okay. But let's go on to the next story, which is, this is the one that I must be honest with you guys. Ow. Ow. This one hurts. This one hurts just because I was a fan. I was a huge fan. I loved Michael Tait's music. I mean, DC Talk, Newsboys, I was a huge fan. But here is the latest on his story. Michael Tait, accuser, claims Christian singer has more than 1,000 assault victims. The goal is to see him go to prison. Now, if that is the case, I will just, I'm under review, guys. That's not the point of this video. It's how the church should react, right? 2 months after reporting allegation, 2 months after reports alleging Michael Tait's bad behavior, several people over the course of decades, rattled by the contemporary Christian music community, some of the singer's accusers are speaking out again. And one of them says he believes that there could be more than 1,000 other people who share their experience. Now, this is I believe that this is just this guy's opinion. He has no, he probably has more facts than what most of us do. I don't know what he's basing it on, but from the way he's worded, it seems like it's more like opinion. I hope and pray that this is not the case. But once again, this is just me bringing up the latest in these stories, because this is not the topic, but this is why I'm covering this topic. All right, now Gateway Church officially turns page on Robert Morris with installation of Daniel Floyd. This is Daniel Floyd and his family. They are going to be the new pastors of Gateway Church. Gateway Church in South Lake, Texas, which is local here, kind of for me, you guys. I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I actually live in Arlington, Texas. I'm right by the Cowboy Stadium. I'm probably 10, 15 minutes from the Cowboys and Ranger Stadium. I'm right here. I mean, I don't get caught up in the traffic. I'm not close enough for that. But I do not go that way when there's a game because of the traffic. Gateway Church in Southlake, Texas, officially installed Daniel Floyd as the new senior pastor around 3 months after elders selected him to replace the church's embattled founder Robert Morris, who resigned last year after bad allegations emerged. It's a significant day. It's a day where we turn the page and begin to write a new story. But it's also not the day that will erase previous chapters. Floyd told about 4,000 people gathered for the event at the mega church main campus on Saturday, according to the Fort Worth Report. Now, I just want to say that they have all my prayers in the world. I pray for him and the church that the Lord will be there with them, work with them, and just be there. Let the presence of the Lord rest on them. And I have all the best wishes for them. And I'm glad to see the church moving on and getting past this. But that is why I brought this story up last, because the topic of today's video is, how should the church react when something like this happens? Well, before we get into that specifically, let's see here. I just want to make a quick statement about the victims. The only thing that I want to say, once again, I have to be careful with what I'm saying because my channel is under a hard review. I almost decided not to do this stream and change it, but when all this came up, I had already invested so much toward it, and I decided, well, I'll just do it, but be very careful. So I decided to take all the stuff out about the victims and decided to just say that you have all my prayers. All my prayers. If there is anything me or us here at the MNC can do, we are happy to do it. And we just hope that you are getting all the help and guidance that you need. And may the Lord be with you and rest upon you. Amen. Now, how should the church react to something like this? The basis of how we should react to any kind of controversy, any kind of dispute in the church, in our daily lives, first and foremost, is this right here. Is Matthew 18. We will begin with verse 15. If your brother sins against you, go and confront him privately. If he listens to you, you have won your brother over. But if he will not listen, take 1 or 2 brothers along, so that every matter may be established by the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses. If he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church. If he refuses to listen even to the church, regard him as a pagan or a tax collector. That is key. I know some people out there right now, you're probably in the back of your head, oh my God, what? Excommunication? Putting someone out of the church? How dare you? No, we will get into that a little bit later on. There's a purpose for that, and it's a very good purpose. Okay? But the point is anytime you have anything against anybody in your daily life as a Christian, you should first go to that person privately. Now, in the situation of what's going on with what are the topics that we covered, I would probably suggest maybe that the in-person part has already happened when the offense was occurred. Because I'm sure you were saying no or refusing to in some way, shape, or form, even if it was just in body language. Okay? Some type of in-person was already taken care of during the offense, I'm sure. So there's no point in you going back privately to confront the person, okay? This is not what we are saying here. We're just saying in other instances, when a brother just on normal grounds for any other reason, yeah, you should go, hey man, you did this thing. I don't like it. Apologize. And if he doesn't, then what you are to do is you are to go then and get two or three other people and tell them, and they are, you talking about being a snitch? Snitches land up in ditches. Isn't that what they say? Well, yeah. Anyways, people be getting dumb, man. Anyways, go get two or three other people. You take them back, and then the two of y'all have a powwow. Then he can have a chance to present his case, whether he chooses to or not. Maybe he's offended that you told other people, bro. Anyways, you bring it, and if he still refuses to stop or apologize or whatever, then you take it to the body, the church as a body. Then the whole body of church as a body can address the situation, have him come in. He can give his answer. You can give your answer, almost like a little mini court or something if need be. Hopefully it doesn't get to that. I mean, you have to take every situation's different. You need to take, this is why I'm not a fan of our justice system, because they just blanket everything. I mean, so-and-so does something, and I have to take the responsibility for it. I have to lose right. Anyways, that's a personal pet peeve. That's not the point of this video anyways. Okay. So then the church and they can everyone get together and have a talk. And then if not, then the church can handle it however they want. This is something that I know the world really doesn't like, is because we do this in-house thing first. The Catholic Church is really big on it. The Protestant, not so much. But the Catholic Church keeps getting dinged on it. But I think it's because they hold to it a little too tightly. I wish the Protestants would hold on to it a little bit more. I mean, they just be giving each other bloody eyes and bloody noses and black eyes. You did this to me. Pop, pop. The Catholic Church says, hey, we keep this aside. We keep this to ourselves. We don't tell people these things. And the Protestants just tell everybody. Anyways. Did I just go off on a diatribe? I think I did. Anyways. Okay, so you get the idea. But let's read the next passage I have for you up here. If I can get the mouse over here. It is right there. And then I got to get the mouse back. Now, okay, so now we are going to read 1 Corinthians 6. If any of you has a grievance against another, how dare he go to law before the unrighteous instead of before the saints? Do you not know that the saints will judge the world? If you are to judge the world, are you not competent to judge trivial cases? Do you not know that we will judge angels? How much more the things of this life? You see this, and then he kind of goes on. Let's just keep reading. So if you need to settle everyday matters, do you appoint as judge those who of no standing in the church? I say this to your shame. Is there really no one among you wise enough to arbitrate between his brothers? Instead, one brother goes to law against another, and this in front of unbelievers. Don't you get it? By a lot of what we do, we just make the church look bad over trivial things. And the Protestants are kind of probably because the Catholic Church, in my opinion, does it a little too much. Because this is trivial cases. That's the key thing here. Trivial cases. This is like, hey, so-and-so, me and him got together. He took most of the money. He was supposed to give me half. And then you do stuff like that in the church. I know our government today probably wouldn't allow it, but that's how it should go, according to this. Now, but with things like the stories that we talked today, those are criminal cases. And there are passages where Paul talks about that's the purpose of why God has given us these worldly authorities and set them up so that they are there to govern. They are there to take the bad guys away for us. That's what they're there for. They're to take the bad guys away for us. That's why God has given them to us. He talks about that. But as far as other regular cases, these little small things, we need to, Protestants, can we start keeping that stuff in house? Can we start doing a little bit like the Catholics there and just start, because we kind of make ourselves look bad anyways. But I do have another passage for you right here. And this is kind of a passage that is more on point, kind of more similar to the topic of today. It is actually reported that there is that kind of immorality among you. I'm trying to be careful with my words. Please understand what I'm saying. This right here for you guys is the word I'm trying not to say. Okay. Immorality among you, and of the kind that is intolerable even among the pagans. A man has his father's wife, and you are proud? Shouldn't you rather have been stricken with grief and have removed from your fellowship the man who did this? Although I am absent from you in body, I am present with you in spirit, and I have already pronounced judgment on the one who did this, just as if I were present. When you are assembled in the name of the Lord Jesus, and I am with you in spirit, along with the power of the Lord Jesus, hand this man over to Satan, that is the world, hand him over to the world, for the destruction of the flesh, so that his spirit may be saved on the day of the Lord. You turn them over so that they may. There is a whole lot of power in shame. I wish we could just bring back shame.